My grandfather came to Elk Mountain with just a truck and a chainsaw. He built the ranch you see here today. While I was gone fighting a war for my country, there was a war back home that I didn't know about. This war was with the bank. Over the years, my father collected huge debt that seemed impossible to pay back. Now that he has passed away, I'm returning home to try and save what my grandfather built. Welcome to Elk Mountain Ranch. Well, that is a view I definitely missed. Down there is Elk Mountain Ranch. Been 10 years since I've been home. I wish I was home under different circumstances, but we're here. Let's head on down there and talk to Mom. Well, hey, real quick, just want to say thank you everybody for stopping in and watching. And this is L Family Gaming Dad. Now, this is a new channel dedicated just to farm sim content. I hope you really enjoy. We're pulling up to the ranch house now, and we're going to go in and see my mom. She has been trying to hold on to the ranch as long as possible till I can make it back. So it definitely hadn't been that easy for her. Now, this is going to be a fun little role play, let's play type series. Hopefully y'all have some fun with it. I know I will. Well, just got done talking with Mom. She said she had to sell off quite a bit of stuff. All the farm hands are gone. There was a couple farm hands here full time. She could not afford to pay them. We do have $100,395. And that's really not that much whenever you get into a huge ranch operation. All the animals are sold off, no animals. And it's just not looking good out here. Let's go ahead and take a quick look around, see what all we were actually left with, because she did say she sold off quite a few vehicles, but should have the essentials left. And that's kind of where we're coming in right now. Well, still got the office down here in the shop, not bad. Got her harvester, that's good. We're gonna need that. She did tell me there was a field that should be ready to harvest. She knows a little bit about the ranch life, but she definitely hasn't worked it as much as my father did. Over here in the horse pasture, we do have a John Deere 7R 350, which is nice. It's got the bucket and everything. I'm gonna utilize that quite a bit. I really want to get some horses back. I'm kind of disappointed. We sold off all the horses there. Looks like we still have some equipment over here that's going to help us with the harvest. Like I noticed earlier, we have our harvester header, trailer. What is this? Fertilizer sprayer, I guess? This equipment's just really old. I remember whenever my dad got some of this stuff. Now, from what I understand, my father ran up a huge bank loan, $10 million. And the bank is giving us 5 years to pay that off. That's kind of our goal this series. Pay off that $10 million loan in 5 years. Now, can it be done? Yeah, I think it can be done. But, will it be done? I don't know, because I'm going to do this on the hard economy. That's going to be the hard part. Still got our semi in our trailer. I guess Mom utilized that to get rid of the last of the cattle we have. Here's our ranch barn over here. And sure do miss those cows. But hey, enough talking. We got tons of work to do. Let's get to it. But hey, let's head back into the office here. Take a quick look at that loan. See how much I got to pay each month, because it is very high. Taking a quick look here into our loan account information online. $10 million over 60 months. That's 5 years. Monthly repayment is $185,090. I don't know how I'm going to do that, but we got to figure this out. $185,000 a month. That is just ridiculous. And this is the trouble my father ran into. These banks just kept adding loans. Loans interest was ridiculous. Payments just got out of hand. And it all got consolidated down to $10 million. And this is where we're at right now. So definitely not looking forward to that. We'll go ahead and jump in our harvester. I have no workers I can afford to hire either, but I do have a field that needs to be harvested, and we'll head over there right now. Finally making it back here to our field number 1, and this is actually the only field we have, and that's not looking good. I don't understand why my father planted this last on here, because this is definitely not going to help us any. I believe it was soybeans. That's what my mother was telling me. I didn't believe her, but let's take a look. Yeah, soybeans, ready to harvest. So, I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I guess sell it off, or I'm not going to have any money by next month. I need to figure out some sort of income, and that income's most likely going to be coming from the forest or the mountains, because this whole ranch stuff is not looking good, especially whenever we don't have animals. So let's go ahead and get this harvested up. It's going to be a long, slow process. because I have to do it. And then once this gets full, I'm gonna have to run all the way back to the ranch, grab a tractor and a cart. Maybe I'd call my mom, tell her to come pick me up. But you may notice up in the top right, I am running at 30 times speed. It does say September 1st. I'm gonna run this out on 4-day months. I'm gonna play it out as each day is a week. So this is week 1 in September. Let's see if I can get this all harvested in week 1 of September, and I don't think I can. It might take more than 1 week to harvest this field. This field's looking a lot bigger than I thought it was, which is good if I actually plant something useful here, probably oats or something like that for my horses. I'd love to get some horses back to ride around the ranch, but is it practical for money? I don't think so, because they're really just a big money pit. And that's definitely something I probably can't afford right now. Well, it looks like I was able to get 2 headlands, a little over 2 headlands right around this field, and now this thing is full. I'm gonna call my mom, tell her to come down here and pick me up, and then we're gonna get a tractor and bring it down here with a cart. Now, I don't want to ask her to help out. She's still pretty bad mourning after my father's passing. It hadn't been very long. Now, my mom did say she is happy to help out and run some of this equipment for me if I need the help. I just don't know how I feel about that. I mean, she was really still in mourning whenever I was talking to her earlier about the loss of her father. Maybe just me being home, bringing back all the memories and stuff. Maybe that's what's going on. But it's just me and her out here. So for right now, I'm gonna let her just relax. And whenever she's ready, she can come out here and help out. I told her whenever she's ready, she knows where to find me. Well, it turns out my mother actually knows how to drive that harvester pretty good. Apparently over the last 2 years, she's been helping out on the ranch quite a bit. I guess they got rid of those ranch hands a while ago. That's kind of interesting. I didn't notice that. She says she liked to drive the harvester, came out there. I guess she knew where to find me. She told me to go work on something else while that's running. She's going to let me know whenever she needs to be emptied, and I'm going to empty that, cart the grain over to the silo, I guess, for right now, or then we get it sold. Might have to just cart it to a store. But while all that's going on, I'm going to get some mowing done. May not sound like the best thing to do, but I need to get some mowing done. And I just realized I don't think this tractor will even hook up to that mower that's in there. Doesn't look like it has the right attachments. I might have to take it into the shop real quick and get it changed out. Nope, not working. Let me take it over to the shop real quick, see if I can get it fixed up for pretty cheap. Might have the parts laying around somewhere. If we have the mower, we should have the parts laying around. There we go, got it all set up. Now, got this mower here, and we've used it quite a bit to kind of mow up the land over here, but it has been a while. All these bushes started to grow in. Don't understand that. I guess my dad just never had time to come out here. Been sick, battling with cancer for a while now. So it looks like I gotta take care of this out here. This should bring us in some pretty good money. I remember always going back to making silage. That's kind of a go-to for income whenever I was out here working on the ranch with them. It was a nice little bonus every year. Too bad it was in January whenever we got the bonus and not December, because it definitely didn't help with any Christmas presents for me. Well, it looks like my mom's full over there in the harvester, and instead of detaching the mower from that tractor every single time, I'm going to give this a shot. Don't know if it's going to work. Not too sure. There are airlines. Ooh, this felt like it's starting to sink into the field. But there are airlines on this trailer, and looks like this does not work either. I tried the semi-truck. It didn't work. This doesn't work, so looks like I am stuck with having to use that tractor. Oh, I don't know how I feel about that. But I can't have my mom come over here and empty this out, and all I gotta do is bring my tractor over here a couple of times before I need to run it to the silo. My mom's in the harvester heading back out there where she is at. Now, this is not completely full, but I'm not gonna go ahead and wait around for another partial load, I guess, to show up. So we're gonna go ahead and get it dumped off into the silo, and then eventually we'll get it to town to sell. I'll tell you right now, it took me a lot longer to figure out how to get it going than I would like to admit, but I'm definitely here telling y'all that it took me a lot longer. So I guess I am kind of admitting it. I don't know. I don't usually use these auger pipe things. I don't know how I feel about it, but hey, it's fun doing something a little different. No, I'm really concerned. I don't know if this trailer was actually meant for this tractor or what's going on there. Maybe it was something used my father found. He got it real cheap or something, because those back tires are not on the ground at all. I've noticed it tilted down quite a bit too while driving, but this is the first time I noticed the back tires not even touching. I think it's kind of funny, but if it gets the job done, it gets the job done. we'll go ahead and leave this trailer here for my mom to come over and dump off. She should be able to do that on her own with no issue, hopefully. Well, it might be getting just a little too dark to continue working. My mother's still going out there on that field harvesting. I think it's almost done. Kind of tempted to just keep pushing through the night, maybe do it in the dark so we can actually get it done this week. And you know what? I think I'm going to. You know, I was just thinking the bad thing about me and my mother being out here working in the field is I don't have a mom back home at the house cooking a nice meal. We've just been eating sandwiches. I've actually been having to go make the sandwiches for my mom so she didn't have to stop harvesting. So, looks like sandwich for dinner again. I think we might actually be finishing up about the same time. I did notice a harvester. Oh, there it goes right there. Finished work. So mom just called, said, hey, she's all done. Told her to go ahead and hop in the pickup truck and she can drive back and I'll get everything washed and put away. She told me we don't have a pressure washer anymore. I guess that's something they actually sold off. Said there's a bucket in the garage, a bucket and a sponge I can use, so I'm really not looking forward to that, but I'm all done with the mowing, which is great. That means next week we'll be getting into some belling. Well, windrow then belling. It's all the same thing, right? Well, it is bright and early, week 2 in September. That first week we was able to get everything harvested, but it's raining pretty bad right now. Don't know how long this is actually gonna last. We can check the Weather Channel real quick. Let's go ahead and take a quick look up here. And it looks like we got rain on Thursday, Friday, a little breezy on Friday, 100% chance. Well, that means something like that. Sunday a little bit, Monday. You know, I wonder if this is actually right or not. I don't think it is. Let's take a look into this one that we have in here. Wherever it's at, I can't ever remember it. I mean, it's the one with cloud and suns. Maybe that is right. I don't know, but every single day's got some rain, but looks like the rain's gonna stop at 7 a.m. That's good. It's gonna come back at 2 p.m. for a couple hours, then go away. Not looking good, but I gotta figure out what to do. Because we need some serious money. And I really don't want to wait for this rain to stop, but oh well, let's go grab some breakfast, I guess. That's a nice little house. Ooh, what do we got for breakfast today? We got pizza. Pepperoni pizza. I got a feeling I'm going to eat pepperoni pizza for every single meal, because that's what's right here. And of course, we got some nice house flowers growing in through the house. There we go. It's now 7:16 in the morning. I think we're good to go. It's pretty nice listening to that rain. I really do miss that about being out in the country. It's just sitting out here on the porch, watching rainstorms. I remember doing that a lot as a kid. Now, I did end up actually putting my truck away. I probably should have left it outside so it would have got a nice little wash. But, oh well. Now, I don't know if you noticed, I did change the speed down to 15 times speed from 30. No, I'll leave that door open. I don't think I gotta worry about anybody coming up here and messing with anything. I mean, we're out here in the middle of nowhere. So we do have a greenhouse. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at that and see what we can figure out with that. Get something in the ground. Probably need some water over here. That's definitely what it's looking like here. I'll turn that off. Gotta save every ounce of fuel I can. Looks like all we need for our greenhouse is just some water, and I will go ahead and plant lettuce, tomatoes, and strawberries in there. Now, it's obviously not going to be as much as if I just planted one of them because taking up more space in different areas, but I think a variety would be pretty nice, especially for selling to the locals. Now, I don't know if I got a water tank or not. Let's go figure that out. Well, it looks like I do have a water tank. I guess this would make sense for it to be over here by the water. So we'll go ahead and get this filled up if it's not already. Nope, it's not. There we go. We got free water here thanks to this nice windmill pump. This is amazing. I love free water. Absolutely love it. I mean, there's no point in paying for the water, especially if I got a nice river over there in the background where I can just go fill it up at any time. But this thing holds 6,056 liters. Kind of a interesting number there, 6,056 liters. I don't know why it's like that instead of even. Well, I guess it is technically an even number, but I don't know why it's not like a 6050 or a 6100 or a 6,000 even. It's really starting to bother me now that I look at it some more. Now we'll go ahead and get backed up here, take that green hose, run it over to our greenhouse. We'll get it filled up there. That's pretty nice. Now, my mom will come out here every day. If I don't, she'll come out here every day and kind of tend to the plants here. Now, I believe this tank holds 20,000 liters. Quite a bit, so this might take a little while. I'm thinking about getting another water tank in. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and do that real quick. Let's get another water tank added in. That way I don't have to keep coming up here and filling it up too much. We can get kind of like an automatic water system going. There we go, just spent $4,164 on this new tank. Now, it did put us up to 26,000 liters of water, and this kind of is a buffer type tank, but also water is going to continually come over here at a pretty slow pace. It's not super fast. So let's go ahead and get everything planted real quick. There we go, we now have tomatoes, lettuce, and strawberries in the ground. This is great. I really like this place. Really nice out here. Let's go ahead and get this water tank back over to where it needs to go. I'm going to go ahead and top it off, though. Why not? Just in case I need it again later on. I probably will. I did notice something. I have this horse trailer here that I have nothing that can actually pull it. So, should I keep it? Probably not. I don't think I should. But we still got quite a bit of work to do. That field might need some work done to it. Don't know if I want to do it yet, but I know I got some grass work to do, so let me get all that stuff hooked back up. Now, I did end up getting kind of lazy last night. It was pretty late, so I didn't empty out the actual grain. So we'll go ahead and head in here. Come on, close the door. I want to leave that open all night, or all day. But yeah, the grain's still in the trailer. Not that big of a deal. At least I don't think it is. I mean, there's nobody here to yell at me. So 17,607 liters here. That's quite a bit. I think it's quite a bit. I don't know. Once I get in the silo here, I'll see how much total we have, and then we could probably sell some off, maybe? I don't know if I want to sell it off now or try to wait till best sell time. We'll kind of look at the market and see what that looks like. Now, before we head out to the field, let's go ahead and head back in here and check the computer real quick, see how long we should hold on to those soybeans. I'm thinking we should definitely hold on to it. Okay, here's what we're looking like. We have soybeans, 34,580 liters in stock. Right now, it's $893, so about 30,000, 31,000 almost worth of product at the feed store. But the best sell time is going to put us up to almost 60,000, so double the income. Now, let's go ahead and look at the best sell time. Now, best sell time is going to end up being July. Ooh, what are we in, September? That's almost a year. Got to hold it for almost a year to reach best sell time. We'll see if we can hold out on that. No promises, because this money's definitely going to be dropping fast. We got to figure something out to make some money. Well, let's get out to the field, because we're not going to make no money in that office. I'm now off and going with this windrow here, and this will get us into some nice rows, obviously. If y'all didn't know. But this will get us into some nice rows to help pick up this grass a little better. Now, I was looking at my belling equipment. It's not looking very good, because it doesn't appear that my father had anything to wrap the bells anymore. He must have traded that out or sold it off. I don't know. I'll ask my mom about it later. See if she knows what happened to the old beller we had. Might have to get a new one. Not sure. Really don't want to be spending any money yet. I'm just got back here. This is my first month back. Week 2, actually. And, ooh, definitely don't want to be the cause of spending money. But sometimes you got to spend money to make money. Sometimes. But not all the times. Ended up getting 3 headlands done right there and didn't do any up downs yet. I'm going to go ahead and park this up out of the way. Get the beller out. Well, you know what? Let's take a look at the beller. I might have to go get a new one. Now, I do have 2 bellers to work with. Got this one over here. Obviously, make some round bells out of it, which do great, but I need silage. And then we got this little tiny square beller over here, which would be great if I don't want to stop, but once again, I still need to make some silage. So I'm going to try to get these 2 items sold off along with my horse trailer, because definitely don't need that. And the tedder over here, I'm going to get that sold off too. I don't see myself needing to make hay anytime soon, but I do see myself needing to make some silage and some money. So let's kind of work all that together, and by selling this stuff off and getting some equipment for silage making. After going around looking at a few things I could possibly sell, I realized that horse trailer is not worth much at all. I could make like $700 off of it, so not much. Our square beller ended up making me $6,873. The round beller that was right here ended up making me $16,304. And the tedder that was over here ended up making me $7,726. So that puts it up to $127,000. Now, I did talk with the local dealership. They will deliver some equipment out here for a small, modest fee, I guess. So let's see if they got any bellers in stock or any used ones I can just straight up buy. But I want a beller that wraps also. Did end up going a little bit crazy there and bought this stuff instead of leasing it, which I think it's a great investment. Honestly, I see the silage being a huge thing for our income. Whether I sell it now or best sell time, either way, it should pay pretty good. I was able to get this John Deere beller here. It does take silage additive and net wrap, so I need to go ahead and get that filled up. That's what those two pallets are right there on the ground. The first one to the left, the little blue bottles, that's silage additive. And then the one with the cage on the right, that is the net wrap that I need to add to this. Looks like we're gonna have plenty of net wrap in there. Each one of those rolls appear to be 4,500 meters long, or square inches, or square meters, I guess. Either way, they're 4,500 meters, and there's still quite a bit in there. It only took one roll. Now I'm gonna go through, get the headlands all belled up and wrapped, and then I guess put them away somewhere. We could probably just leave them out in the field, but they're gonna be in my way once I go to do the up downs. But I think I could work around them and just push them out of the way. So maybe I'll go ahead and knock out the whole field. Rain has finally came in now. I keep bouncing back and forth between 10 times speed and 15 times speed. I'm just not too sure where I want to stick it at yet. 15 just seemed a little too fast. 10 seemed a little too slow. I don't know. I'll figure it out as I go. Maybe I'll keep bouncing back and forth between them. But we are still going away quite a bit of bells here, and it's looking like there's going to be quite a bit of bells. We're only on the second headland around, you might be able to tell, because there's one bell to my left, I'm in this road, there's one road to my right, so that would be the second headland around out of 3. And I feel like I have already got quite a bit of bells here. But it looks like this is still working in the rain, which is great, because I do not want to stop, and this rain's only going to hit for about 2 hours, so it's probably not going to do enough damage to anything for me to really even be worried about. So I'm going to continue away at this, probably just go ahead and do the whole entire field, and see how many bells we end up with. All done here now. It is the end of the night almost. Well, I mean, we still got a few hours left to work if I really want to keep going, and I do, because we need the money bad. I mean, it's just a little after 5 p.m. I'm going to go grab a bite to eat. Mom's still inside the house. I don't know if y'all guessed, but we ended up with 54 bells. That is quite a bit. Now, I'll go check the computer, see how much that's worth right now. As far as grass, it's still going to be labeled as grass, but then once it turns into silage, it will turn into silage. Let's go ahead and get this wrap refilled, and I was looking for a few local jobs while going up and down with the tractor here. I was on my phone looking for a couple jobs. There's some local jobs, so might have to look into doing that, because, ooh man, that's just so much money. And that's not refilling. Maybe it's got to be completely empty. Let's just get it put away for right now. Well, it says we have 401,000 liters of grass. Now, it's at $55 per 1,000 liters, and it's grass. So let me give it some time, and then eventually it will turn into silage, and then we'll see how much we got worth there. But right now, I mean, that's $22,000. That's not bad at all. I mean, $22,000 for a week of work sounds pretty good, but our loan is extremely high. What was that at again? That loan is $185,000 a month. So $22,000 a week and 4-week months? Yeah, no, that's not looking good at all. We got a lot more work that needs to be done to pay off that $185,000. But hey, we're not going to be able to figure it out this episode, but maybe next episode we'll figure something out. That's actually all for this episode. I really want to thank y'all so much for stopping in and watching. Really do appreciate it. I hope y'all enjoy this new series. If you are enjoying this new series, please make sure you let me know down in the comments. And if you don't want to leave a comment, just make sure you let me know by hitting that like button. That would really make a huge difference to this channel. I just really want to thank y'all so much for stopping in and watching. I really do appreciate it, especially if you're still here listening to me talk. Now, I'm going to break this down into probably like a seasons thing, like a TV show, I guess. Seasons 1, 2, 3, 4. Probably going to do something like that. 8, 10 episodes each one. We'll see what happens. And to be honest with you, I am kind of regretting that whole $10 million loan that fast, because $185,000, I already got the door closed over there, because $185,000 is a lot of money, and ooh, each month. Now, can it be done? Maybe. Probably have to slow down the time some, cut down trees, stuff like that, but we'll see in the future episodes of whether it can actually be done or not, because it's not looking good. But hey, thank you everybody for stopping in and watching. Really do appreciate it. If y'all haven't already, please make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. If y'all got any tips, tricks, or suggestions, feel free to leave them down in the comments section. They're always welcome and very much appreciated. And until next time, y'all take care.